I cannot believe I did all of that work for nothing. Hello, my name is Chuck Ross, and we're playing Minecraft on my single player world. And look at that, I have all three of the beacons lit. Man, they weren't that difficult to do. This one, obviously, since I was the first, was the most difficult. But from then on, it just became kind of a figure out how tall I want them, and then repeat the patterns over and over again. Plus, I think it gives me such a cool vantage point to look over my entire area here. Plus, I just think it's super cool that from this tower, I can barely see to the middle of where the castle's gonna be. Luckily, from the middle, everything is in render distance, which is nice. It's nice. However, today, what I'm doing is fixing something that I probably should have taken care of already. You see, it has been a little over a year since I started this world, and I'm still rocking diamond. Now, to be fair, I am still at 0 deaths. Now, part of that is probably because I haven't actually done a whole lot of things that I would say are like very risky. So today, I plan to take care of my netherite situation. So I went, gosh, how far is that? That's probably... So I went all the way up here, I think, is the closest part of the desert on this part, and that was about 5,000 from spawn, and I'm basically at spawn, so it was a lot. My elytra definitely paid the price. However, while I was out there, I managed to get 2 whole shulker boxes of sand, and from my creeper farm, I have an entire shulker box of gunpowder. So today, we're going mining. Speaking of, while I was out there, I went ahead and rode a camel all the way back. And they are a weird creature, for sure. So obviously that's normal speed, and then they've got some running speed. The weird thing is the jump that they do. It's not like the horses where it's vertical, it's more just about distance. Which, to be fair, made it really a lot easier to go over little rivers or just cave entrances or things like that, which was nice. I don't know what I'm going to do with this guy. I brought him back because I was like, I want a camel. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll make like a zoo of some kind eventually. That's, I think, one of those things every Minecrafter eventually plans on doing, where they get 1 or 2 of every mob, even the bad ones, the nasty ones, and put them somewhere. I don't know how many people ever actually do it, but I might try, who knows. Speaking of other things that I'd like to do eventually, I did a little bit of trading and found myself a Trial Explorer map, and that is actually kind of just over there. And I would definitely like to get my hands on some of that copper, and definitely some of that tuff. I think that will come in quite nice very shortly. But in the meantime, off we go to the worst place in Minecraft. So I think I'm going to bring a couple of golden apples, because that, fortunately, I think that gives you a fire resistance. So that'll be nice to have. I think we're pretty good. I've got just about everything else I'm going to need in here, including storage for that. Should I bother with gold? You know what? That's pretty much the best gold helmet you could have, especially if you're going nether exploring. So I'm actually going to go ahead and take that. And we will put my helmet here for now. You know what? Actually, thinking about it, it might be a better idea to bring it with me. And then I can put that on when I get into a better place. Okay, I think that's enough stalling. I think it's just time to go. If I recall, I think my entrance to the lower section of the nether is over here. It's not great, but I've got a couple of spares that I can easily get to, so I think we'll be okay for now. Now the real question is where I want to start going. So I know that I want to be down at the bottom of the world. I think they spawn a little bit more frequently there. And I would like to avoid a place that has a lava lake right next to it. So I think that's going to kind of mean generally that way, probably. Unfortunately, I have not updated this world to the newest update yet. I kind of want to wait until the rest of my performance mods get updated, because I like a clean frame rate, that's all. Now, all of this is already explored, so I'm not terribly worried about, like, missing out on a dried ghast or something. Man, it has been so long since I've been down here. Honestly, probably not since I actually went through this bastion. And this is the level we're looking for. So I'm going to make myself a little bit of a room here. Alright, well let's start going west. Well, I guess that's the end of this road, huh? And next what I'm going to do is artisanally mix them as I need them. And I don't know why this is the way people do it, but I have seen people space them out every other block. And I'm going to try to do that. I'm sure you could probably do every, like, 2 or 3, but I don't know. The masters I've seen do it this way, so I'm just going to copy that. I'm now thinking maybe this chest is a little too close, so let's play it a little safer and move it a little bit farther away. And here we go. Yes, hidden in the depths. Now 3 is the maximum, but just to be safe... Okay. Now, one more thing that's kind of interesting is that, without meaning to, I kind of did this on a chunk border. So if I hit F3 and G, you can see that half of my newly made cave is in one chunk section and the other one is in another. I don't know if that's going to be a good or bad thing. As of right now, I have 2 really close to each other, so maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I can even work out how far away the next one needs to be to get kind of, you know, the most amount of surface space. I don't know if that's going to be worth it, but I don't know. It's kind of cool. And now on my way back, I'm going to make sure that I pick it clean, or as clean as I can bother to. Definitely going for the quartz, maybe passing up the gold, we'll see. Well, that was dumb. So it looks like, on average, it seems like this cave is about 13 blocks across. That's finding places where there weren't giant chunks of the black stone or gravel or anything. So I think if I go from, call it this block, and I go another 6 over, I think, that should be pretty close to the center for the next one. Also, after just using a stack and a half of TNT, I managed to get 13 ancient debris so far. And I would say that's probably not bad. Let's put you in the special box. Oh, look at that. Well, that first one went a lot faster than I expected to. So I decided that I'm not done. To show you a little bit of how it went, this was the first cave that we went down, or I guess the first hole that we made. The second one was pretty bad. The third one was pretty good though. And overall, I have enough to make 8 pieces of netherite, which is fine, but I want more. So I'm going to get more. I have gone ahead and done a little bit extra waiting around at my creeper farm and mined a little bit more sand. I think 18 stacks of TNT should get me something pretty good, don't you think? So the last spot was fine, but I kinda don't want to have to deal with all of those mobs all the time, so I think I'm going to look for a larger area that is just nether waste, or the other one, I can't remember. I think soul sand is the other one that's okay. Well, this seems like as good a place as any. The portal is just kind of that way and to the right, so I think if we just kind of go down here, we'll have decent enough luck. Oh dear, that's definitely not gonna work. Okay, so it kind of goes under this section a bit, so maybe if I go and start here. Okay, maybe let's try to get around this section a little bit. Okay, we'll start from here. Home is that way. And I think if we actually go on 14, I was seeing someone say that if you go on 14 to do the TNT method, you get a little less issues with lava pouring in from your head. And okay, cool. I actually also saw a method that said that doing it on the border might actually get you a little bit more. So we're good to go. And here we go. I can't believe it. I cannot believe that. Are you serious? Well, ladies and gentlemen, my number of deaths is now 1. Oh, that sucks. I guess I gotta go back and get everything. Man, that is so disappointing. I really thought I was gonna be able to hold on to that 0 death thing, but unfortunately does not look like that was in the cards for me today. Well, that is unfortunate. At least I got here, and at least it was not near any of the lava. Well, it's now going to take a couple minutes to sort through all of this stuff, so I will be back. Are you serious? Are you serious? I opened one of the chests, and a piglin got me. Well, I guess we can add another one to the tally. I think that's everything. Okay, I think we're going to call it there for today. I think that's going to be it. Let me grab all of my important stuff, and I will be back in a second. If I never have to see the Nether again, it'll be too soon. I might have to move the Yogscast Screw the Nether up a rank because screw the Nether. Well, we are back at the base. I finally sorted everything out. I still have 9 stacks of TNT ready to go. I don't know why I didn't make it all when I went, because it didn't really make sense to carry around 6 different shulker boxes and then make them individually as I went. It really would have been easier to just make all the TNT and then carry just the, I don't know, 9 stacks that I ended up using. But, I don't know, I think in my head it felt less dangerous to carry around shulker boxes of sand and gravel than it did to carry around just the TNT. I don't know. So we ended up with a pretty decent little haul here. Quite a bit of quartz, decent amount of netherite gold, or nether gold, I should say. And then, obviously, the main reason we're here, a stack and a half of ancient debris, which will get me to, I think, yeah, a decent amount of netherite. So I think we're going to go ahead and get all of that going. And then we can finally get that on our armor and some of our tools. Oh, it's going to be a good time. So while those are cooking, I kind of wanted to talk about the plan that I've got going forward. And that is for this world, that is for the Java Coast, and probably hardcore as well. For this world specifically, I am probably going to mostly focus on a couple of farms and then sort of one-off things because I want to get this all built. But I don't want to build it just for the sake of building it. You know, I want to build it for the fun of it. And I think doing the farms that I want to do, things like the Guardian farm, a gold farm would be good, a bartering farm that would get a lot more like crying obsidian, some other stuff. That'd be nice. Taking care of that, I think, will get me a little bit of a better palette that I'll be able to use throughout this process. That'll be fun. But also, if I just sort of go one build after the other, I think I'm going to get a little worn out. So I'm going to do that. As far as the Java Coast goes, we've been going for since I want to say February, maybe? I think that's about right. And I think I've got like 2 or 3 more videos before that section of the server is done. I don't know if I'm going to step away from that until until we start a new one or what, but as of right now, I've probably got 3 more videos in me for the Java Coast where we are right now. Now, that doesn't mean I'm leaving. It just means I've got, I finished my project in the future, obviously. The other thing is just that trying to do 3 series, posting 1, maybe 2 videos a week, it's not great. Like, I think I could be doing a lot better if I just focused on 2 series at a time, maybe doing a one-off here and there. So, as of right now, I have, I think, at least one one-off that I have a plan for. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet because I don't know when I'm going to actually do it. So, I think our netherite should be done. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Now, I think I also need a smithing table because, I got all these. I want to actually use them. So let's go, obviously these guys. Let's see, let's grab the other extra tools as well since we're here. Well, after running around, I have every tool that I already, that I have available anyway. So let's start with, why aren't you doing it? Oh, I don't have a smithing template. That sucks. Could we double check? Because I have a place where I keep all of those. Although I've only been to one bastion, and I'm fairly certain I didn't find it in there. Yeah. Okay. Well, tune in next time when we go and get a smithing template. Oh, man. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.